How often should we check on the property? In the beginning, a lot. Now today, because I'm just so busy and my program runs itself, hardly ever. Well, let me not say that. That's not true. Once a week, maybe. And again, just depends on how busy you are. Guys, I'm busy. That's why when I do my assessment for people that I'm going to house, they got to be almost perfect. Because here's another quote that I live by. I'm too busy to deal with the knucklehead. God has got me on a serious assignment, y'all. I got to coach and teach a lot of people. So I don't have time for the knucklehead or for people that I got to babysit. Does that make sense? So now today, when I move in somebody, they're almost perfect. Because if they're not, I'm going to refer them somewhere else. In fact, right now, watch this. I have a training, you all, that's called the HRA. It stands for Housing Referral Agency. Most of y'all that hear me right now can't go out and buy a house tomorrow, and maybe you can't lease or buy one. I got a way for y'all to make money tomorrow just referring people. You guys, if y'all text the phrase HRA to the phone number 407-326-0086, that'll give you our 14-minute webinar to teach you guys how to become a housing referral agency, which is the stepping stones to becoming this anyway. So all of y'all, 99% of y'all, except for Charmaine, Katara, and Tia probably, every one of y'all else, all of y'all need to watch the HRA because you can make money starting tomorrow using that method. You can house the homeless and the displaced and never need the property. Text HRA to 407-326-0086. That's on the screen right now. That's going to give y'all a 14-minute webinar. And every Saturday is when we usually talk about the HRA, but I want y'all to watch it tonight. It's called a housing referral agency, and it allows you guys to house the homeless and the displaced, but you don't need the real estate. You need relationship. Prime example, I got 2 beds available right now. If y'all refer me somebody tomorrow from that coaching, I'll Zell you so fast tomorrow, it'll scare you. You'll be like, oh my God, this guy actually paid me for that. Yeah, and that's how it works. So most of y'all need to start with the HRA anyway. Whether you have 5 houses, 50, or 0, everybody needs to learn the HRA because that's what teaches you to learn how to make money right now. So with our coaching, and our coaching, guys, is unbeatable. We got 2 ways to get it: one-on-one coaching and the DIY. The good part about both of those packages, the website build-out is involved in both of them. My team builds your website. I own a staffing agency from the Philippines of virtual assistants. We give y'all a virtual assistant with both packages. So if you need somebody to answer your phone, do your social media, build connections. You ever heard of a virtual assistant? These are remote workers that work in the Philippines, sometimes Jamaica, Mexico, Colombia, Africa, all over the world. And they work for $5 an hour. Guys, I own an agency in the Philippines. So through my coaching package, I give y'all a VA. Now, they work for $135 a week, but I give y'all a VA in terms of the vetting, the training, and the endorsing. That's usually $1,000. On both of my coaching plans, I give it to you, right? You just got to pay the VA. So our DIY package, guys, to do it yourself, where we build your website, you get all of my paperwork, all of my documents, every ebook I ever written, every video I ever shot of how you do this for only $497, guys. That's a no-brainer. Last year, that same product was $4,500. Then we dropped it to, I think, $1,997. And now today, and for the whole of 2025, it's only going to be $497. Now in 2026, I'm jacking it right back up to where it was. But in 2025, we want to be such a blessing to so many people. We dropped all of our prices this year just to be helpful. Okay, so even the one-on-one coaching is usually $7,500. That's now only $4,997. So $4,997, a long way from that $7,500. Okay, we also have financing through Klarna and through Afterpay right on our website at checkout. But also, guys, I tell everybody, my coaching, guys, is for people that want one-on-one, for me to hold your hand. People that want the paperwork, right? People that don't want to make mistakes and just use all my mistakes. So again, guys, the one-on-one coaching is what's recommended, but if not, at least get the DIY at only $497. And again, for only $497, that's a cheat code. And the fact that we offer financing, payment plans, all of that. Never mind waiting until you get a house. That's what most of y'all problem is. You think you got to have a house to make this work. 2 years ago, we changed it to where if you just use your cell phone and an internet connection, you can make referrals to Katara. You can make referrals to me, anybody that's got an ILF, and make referral fees. So I often talk about those two women that are in their 70s that are under our coaching. All they do is make referrals, y'all. They don't even want property like most of us do. You and me, we want property to do this ourselves. These older people that are finding me say, Derek, I'm too old now, bro. I don't want to house these folks, Derek, but God put it on my heart to help them. And Derek, you're going to show me how to do this, still make money, make an impact, make an income, and I don't have to deal with them. I can answer the phone, do a short assessment, and refer them out. Yes. So guys, if you don't know what the HRA is, that's going to be a life changer for a lot of you all. It teaches you how to do exactly what we do, but you don't need the property. And what's cool about the HRA, guys, it works in all 50 states. So I don't care if you live in California, you can refer to me in Florida. You can refer to South Carolina from Denver. It doesn't matter. And I got a 14-minute webinar that explains it all. And then if you're real smart, you join us every Saturday, and then you type in HRA on my YouTube channel and watch all the HRA footage. Because again, if you do the HRA right, guys, you don't need the real estate. You need relationship, and you can start making money tomorrow. Make sense, everybody? So really quickly, let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Hey, what's going on, family? Are you somebody that needs some help in your life or your business? Are you somebody that has a lot of ideas, but you can't quite get them out? You probably need a virtual assistant, guys. And again, at $5 an hour, that's an absolute cheat code for you, your life, your family, and your business. Because oftentimes these virtual assistants, guys, can do a lot of what we can't. And they often come with a bachelor or a master's degree. So when it comes to the educational side of it, guys, these VAs are, again, the cheat code to everything that you're probably looking for. Most of you guys have a full-time job, so it's hard to kind of implement a lot of the ideas that God has given you or the ideas that are in your heart. You should be visiting va101.co to get a virtual assistant that can help you in your life and your business and get some of these ideas out of your brain onto paper and then to implementation. One more time, visit va101.co, not .com, but va101.co, and get a virtual assistant, guys, for $5 an hour. It's the cheat code, and it'll be the best decision that you ever made. I promise. All right, we are back. We are back. Katara said something in the chat that's powerful. And for people that don't know what she's meaning, I want to explain that. Katara is under my one-on-one coaching, right? But because she gets so many phone calls, she often refers out to other people in her area. So prime example, like I think it was last month and the month before, and the month before that, Katara was making like $1,200, $1,500 a month just from referrals. Because guys, if you understand the way that she does it, most of us charge $300 per referral. Guys, she's making 3 and 4 referrals a month. So can you imagine? And also forget about the money for 2 seconds. Katara took somebody from homeless to hopeful, and she didn't have to house them. Maybe they didn't meet Katara's criteria. Maybe she only houses men over the age of 50, and all these younger people keep calling. Katara refers them out to other people and make a referral fee. Guys, to me, that's genius. So years ago, when we first came out with that, I told everybody, even though most people come to us for the one-on-one coaching, there is nothing that's more powerful than the HRA, because it removes every excuse and every barrier that you have to have a property to do this. No, you don't. You need relationship. That's why a big part of that coaching and a lot of that 14-minute video is talking about building relationship. How do you get your phone ringing? Because if we can get this thing to ring, y'all, that's what makes everything happens. All of it starts from who knows that you exist by calling this thing. So that's the job of me and the coaching through that HRA teaching. Whether you have 5 houses or 0, how can we get your phone ringing and you be the go-to vendor in your city? That's how that starts, okay? Which packages has the V8? Both of them. So both the one-on-one and the DIY, I gift you guys with the VA for free. All you have to do is pay the VA $135 per week. So prime example, me and Katara both can't do what we do without our assistants. Katara don't answer her phones. Katara don't do her own social media. Katara don't build the relationship in the community anymore. Katara don't control her schedule. Neither do I. Jess, my VA, runs my whole life. Now, I done got so spoiled. Jess runs my personal life too. So my VA not only runs my businesses. Now, y'all, prime example. Let me just bring it up. I don't want to just keep talking about it. I'm going to show y'all my team. Here's my team. So even though Jess, who I talk about a lot, who's my right hand, I got a bunch of VAs, y'all, but Jess runs my life and 6 out of the 8 businesses that we have. Jess is involved in 6 of the 8 businesses that I have. Jess controls. Guess who set my dentist appointment today to get a teeth cleaning next Wednesday at 10 a.m.? Jess. Guess who called the place? Jess. Guess who reminds me of my doctor's appointment next month? Jess. So Jess runs my whole program. Jess answers my phone. Thank you for calling Second Chance Housing. How may we help? Jess sets up appointments. Good afternoon, Mr. Social Worker. Where's the next time that our program director, Mr. Derek, can come and meet you and your team to talk about how you guys can work together to end homelessness? I'll put it on his calendar and yours. Jess does all of that, guys. Building these PowerPoints, guys, I can't do none of this stuff. I'm not very techie, but because of these VAs, I look like a genius. So we tell people, God, software and systems, VAs is what make us successful. And we use digital flow solutions. So Marsha, to answer your question, the VAs are involved in both packages. April does a lot of our social media across a lot of our businesses. April also works for other people. Danish is a developer. How can I tell you I'm going to build your website when I can barely turn my computer on? Guys, I'm not very techie. I'm an idiot when it comes to tech stuff. But I don't need to be when Danish has been developing software since he was 7. He lives in Pakistan. I've never been to Pakistan, probably will never go. But Danish is my family. He's my brother. He works for me. If Danish don't work for me, I can't feed his family. If Danish don't work for me, I can't feed my family. See how that work both ways? And Jess is in the Philippines. Yes. Alex is in Nigeria. All y'all that are getting your website built, it's coming from my guy Alex and Shiro. Got 2 guys doing that. Alex is from Nigeria. Again, without Alex, how can we get lead generation? Strategist extraordinaire. And he runs Digital Flow Solutions, which is our marketing company. Watch this, y'all. How dumb does it sound that I own a digital marketing company and I just told y'all I can barely turn this computer on? That's the power of VAs, y'all. When I discovered VAs years ago, who you think built my VA staffing agency in the Philippines? My VAs. I don't live in the Philippines. I don't speak the language. So we learned to leverage somebody else's skill set to make money. And watch this. At $5 an hour, that makes them rich where they live at. $5 an hour here, none of y'all can feed y'all family. $5 an hour where they live at, Jess is rich where she live at, y'all. And in fact, Jess just got a raise and a bonus last week. Jess been with me, guys, over 2 years now. Most of my team over 3 years. So most of my team has surpassed the $5 an hour, right? But you guys can get VAs for $5. Most of y'all got a job. Y'all got kids. Your kids are involved in sports. How in the world can you get all of this stuff done that God has put on your heart without some help? Miss Carolyn, that's why we agree that this is a game changer. I'm not just a coach. We give you the back end, the software. Your business phone line comes from me. Lord have mercy. Somebody gonna miss that, Carolyn. Hannah, again, does what I just told y'all. We take Hannah. Hannah works for 5 people right now for us, and we make money, and so does Hannah. Does that make sense, y'all? Social media manager, lead generation, writing your ebooks, answering your phones, doing your ad campaigns, answering your emails. So in your cell phone, y'all should go and find 10 people that need all of these things that I just told you. Email management, answering their phone, social media management on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest. See where I'm going, guys? Take somebody of a skill set at $5 an hour that's got a master or a bachelor's degree and offer this service to somebody else. Hannah's nickname, y'all, is Genesis. Hannah was the first VA I ever hired 3 years ago. When I hired Hannah, I was like, wow, she can do this. She can do this. So I started asking questions from Hannah and Tara and Jess. I said, ladies, how did you, and when I got y'all from that company, how did y'all end up with me? They said it just like this, y'all. Derek, you seem real interested about how this works. Do you want your own staffing agency, Derek? Because we'll start it. You will do what? She said, Derek, we'll start your own company for you. We'll run it. We'll brand it. She said, Derek, this is what we do. We live here, Derek. You don't. I said, oh, my God. Why y'all think I own 8 businesses? Not because I'm so great, Victoria. Miss Carolyn, not because I'm so great. First of all, God is control over all of this. It's him first. Softwares and systems, VAs. They are the cheat code to everything y'all looking for. If you can afford it at $5 an hour, we got people come in and get this service and they split it. They say, girl, me and you go in together and we'll pay that VA together. I don't care how you do it. Whatever you do to make your dream come true. This is so powerful, y'all. I hope at least 3 of y'all are catching how powerful our coaching is because we give you everything. I just told y'all that when you get your VA, don't be selfish and use the VA for yourself only. I know I'm screaming now, but why would you get a Hannah and work Hannah just for you? Go on your phone and find 10 people that need stuff, offer it to them. How you think I started VA101.co? That's a staffing agency based in the Philippines that my team built for me. So that I can make money and that they have a job. Boy, this is so genius. I hope somebody paying attention today. Why would you get a VA and only have her do your social media? Don't you got 5 friends at least that got a business that do no social media 7 days a week? Let Hannah do it for you. Your girlfriend, your auntie, your business partner, find 8 people, 10 people. Charge them $200 each, $100 each. $50 each. But now you got all of these people doing it and Hannah does all the work. Lord have mercy. Can 5 of y'all say, Derek, I'm getting this, bro. Like, Derek, you're not losing me. Derek, I get that your coaching is the best. You give me the software, the systems, and the VA. And Derek, you gonna hold my hand through the whole process. Guys, can y'all tell how much I love this? Watch this. Here's Latrell. This is my wife's right hand. My wife get big checks, y'all, for her nonprofit, and Shay does not write any of those grants. Can you imagine Miss Smith getting a $10,000 grant and it's written by a VA that makes $5 an hour? Oh my God. Please follow my wife at the Angela Denise Foundation and at Shanye Shea Forston. We call her Shay, but it's Shanye Shea Forston. Go look at those big checks that she posted with, all that nonprofit stuff. Shay doesn't know how to write a grant. Shay has never written a grant, but Latrell can at $5 an hour. Guess how much they was trying to charge us for a grant writer years ago? $10,000, Derek. $5,000, Derek. And by the way, Derek, I can't guarantee nothing. Man, Latrell is guaranteeing our stuff at $5 an hour. Get out of here with that. Come on, Jillian. Jillian said, I'm here for this. Miss Smith, does that make sense? This is why we're so powerful. Not because I'm so great. God is good. Software and systems, which I'm going to talk about next, and virtual assistants, guys, that make all of. I'm too busy to be this great. That's why we got a team. Make sense, everybody? So without these people, I can't feed my family. I take pride in feeding their family because if they don't eat, my family don't eat. Because if they don't do what they do, how can I feed my family and serve y'all? You guys are my family now. How can I serve y'all if this team ain't in place? I can't be all places at one time. Here's an executive team right here. They work again for other people. How can I make money from somebody that charges $5 an hour? Can I charge 10 an hour, 20 an hour? If they're costing me $135 a week, can I charge somebody $250 a week? I'm giving y'all how to run business. See what I mean by I told you that I'm a business coach just in general? Because if you take Digital Flow Solutions, which is the software system that we have, combine that with a dadgum VA, God, that's fireworks. You created your own 4th of July just like that.